Hello, and thank you for joining us on this third annual Accessibility Champions Award and International Day of Persons with Disabilities. I'm Brian Keshen, your host for this event and proud member of the Vaughan Accessibility Advisory Committee. I'm also fortunate to have been a recipient of the 2019 Accessibility Champion Award. This work means a great deal to me, and I'm truly honored to be here with you today to present this year's Accessibility Champion Award winners. My greatest passion is supporting people with diverse needs. I'm the Chief Executive Officer of RENA, a social service agency based here in Vaughan that supports people in the region who have special needs. For accessibility purposes, this event is available with closed captioning. To enable that closed captioning for someone who you may be supporting or with, please click the CC button shown below at the bottom of your video screen. Before we begin and go further into the awardees, I want to take a moment to acknowledge that we in the City of Vaughan are situated in the Territory and Treaty 13 lands of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation. We are beneficiaries of a long history of care. We want to recognize that this traditional territory is belonged and is part of the Huron-Wendat and Haudenosaunee communities. The City of Vaughan is currently home to many First Nations, Métis, and Inuit people. And as representatives of the people of the City of Vaughan, we are grateful to have the opportunity to work and live in this territory. Today, we'll hear from Vaughan's Mayor, Maurizio Bevilacqua, local and regional councillor Linda Jackson, and the winners of the 2021 Vaughan Accessibility Champions Award. Before we virtually meet each Accessibility Champion recipient, I'd like to introduce His Worship, the Honourable Mayor Maurizio Bevilacqua, to say a few words.
Thank you to everyone watching the 2021 Vaughan Accessibility Champion Awards. Today we will recognize and celebrate the people and organizations in our community that demonstrate what it means to be an accessibility champion. By promoting independence, building welcoming spaces, and creating opportunities for everyone to succeed, this year's award recipients are making a meaningful, purposeful, and lasting impact. With a mission to foster a barrier-free community that is diverse, inclusive, and welcoming, Vaughan is a city where everyone is empowered to reach their full potential. I am proud to announce that the City of Vaughan has been recognized as the municipality with the most Rick Hansen Foundation Accessibility Certification rated sites in Ontario and the most gold sites in our country. This significant achievement speaks to our long-standing commitment to move our city forward without leaving anyone behind. Our vision is further supported by the exceptional individuals who are advancing accessibility in Vaughan and beyond our borders. Congratulations to all this year's honorees. Thank you for positioning Vaughan as a city of choice.
Thank you, Mayor Bevilacqua, for those encouraging and inspiring words. Next, local and regional councillor Linda Jackson will provide her remarks. Welcome, Councillor Jackson.
Hello, and thank you for tuning into the 2021 Accessibility Champion Awards ceremony. Each year, the City of Vaughan recognizes the exceptional contribution of our citizens and businesses to create an inclusive, accessible, and welcoming community. Our journey to become a complete accessibility community by 2025 is coming to fruition thanks to accessibility champions like the Padula family. In October, I was pleased to bring forward a members' resolution in support of Treat Accessibility Initiative led by the Padula family with the mission to make Halloween safer and more inclusive for all families. It provides simple solutions to ensure residents can distribute Halloween goodies in a safe and accessible way. As chair of Vaughan's Accessibility Advisory Committee, I was very proud that Vaughan was the first municipality in Canada to officially proclaim the Treat Accessibly initiative. This movement engaged our community and perfectly aligned with the city's accessibility priorities, including fostering accessible spaces. As Mayor Bevilacqua announced, Vaughan is a national leader in building and enhancing accessible facilities. So far, 17 city buildings have been certified by the Rick Hansen Foundation, but we're not finished yet. Our staff are currently making accessible upgrades to the Father Emmanuel Buffon Community Centre and Thornhill Outdoor Pool, including installing automatic door openers, accessible seating, tactile indicators, braille signage, universal washrooms, and much more. Our mission is supported by Vaughan's Accessibility Advisory Committee that works to ensure equitable access for individuals living with disabilities. I want to extend my appreciation to all members of the committee and city staff for their essential role bringing our vision to life. And finally, to this year's honorees, thank you. You are all accessibility champions and inspire positive change in our community. Congratulations to all.
Thank you, Councillor Jackson, for joining us and for all your hard work as the chair of the Vaughan Accessibility Advisory Committee. It is amazing to work with you. I'd like to now introduce the winners of the 2021 Vaughan Accessibility Champion Awards. These outstanding individuals and businesses demonstrate an extreme and exemplary commitment toward advancing accessibility in Vaughan and fostering an inclusive community for all of us. These accessibility champions were nominated by individuals and businesses who witnessed firsthand the difference these recipients have made in our community. From the nominations, winners were chosen by the Vaughan Accessibility Advisory Committee based on the following 4 categories: an individual, a small business with fewer than 20 employees, a medium or large business with 20 or more employees, individual with a disability. To be eligible for the award, the business or individual had to provide goods or services to people with disabilities within the Vaughan community. Let's meet this year's winners.
This is Elio, just letting you know I have my interpreter-intervener Timothy here with me, and I'll be borrowing their voice just as we go through this interview today. I was honestly floored when I got the news that I was awarded for my efforts with diversity and accessibility. So really unexpected. I work here at the Canadian Helen Keller Centre, CHKC for short, and my role is the Consumer Relations Coordinator, CRC for short. And in terms of my specific role, I provide education, training, and advocacy, as well as different kinds of supports about and for the deafblind community. As deafblind folks, there are a number of different challenges and barriers that we face, and so I provide confidential support to anybody from young individuals. Maybe they might just be discovering that they're deafblind and they are trying to still discover themselves and what that means. And so I can act as a support for them so that they're able to be more independent. I can connect them to different community supports like CHKC, and I can really emphasize that they can be equal just like anybody else. Deafblind individuals are able to be independent. They're able to do everyday tasks like everybody else, like grocery shopping. Some of us will use a white cane. Some people have different levels of vision. And here at CHKC, the Canadian Helen Keller Centre, we also provide different training to support people in that independence. We also provide resources and support for the deafblind community to be able to come together and socialize with one another. I act as a support and also a reference for any deafblind person, young or old, regardless of their gender identity, across all different identities. So any person who's deafblind is able to reach out to me by email, and all of that information is completely confidential. Just to let you know, everyone, my email is Elio, so ELIO, at chkc.org. As an older person now, that I'm a bit more on in years, it's a good opportunity for me to be a role model for young deafblind people to be able to look up to. So I'm really thankful for that.
I really want to thank the community, the public servants here, and the elected politicians, because I think Vaughan is a very special community where you have a fully accessible elected officials. I want this place to be fully welcoming, and I'm really glad to be one of the recipients. So I'm myself a woman, Sikh woman, who has a visible disability and immigrant, resident of Vaughan, and I'm also founder of Accessibility for All, which is a non-profit organization and working on inclusion for persons with disabilities and racialized communities whose voices has not been heard, whether it's in employment, education, or just living in community. I experienced many barriers and then didn't see any organization who were equipped to assist me as a full human being. So I have intersecting identities, and my needs were being met in silos and in pieces. So we wanted to have an organization that can service, a human being's full needs, regardless which identity they need to be helped. So for persons with disabilities, we know that accessibility is a key ingredient in order to be able to participate in the community. We are a community where we all belong, and I think it's really nice to be part of a community where the needs are listened to, but also then everybody react in order to make sure that those needs are met. I think anybody who knows me for 30 years, they know I'm very passionate about accessibility. I am the one who needs it, but I think when I look at the seniors, my mother was part of this community too. So I want a community where everybody can grow old with their full potential.
Thank you for this great opportunity and honor of receiving this award through the City of Vaughan. The first two people that I look for support or acknowledgement are my son and my daughter. My daughter has a physical disability, so that was one of the fires that really was lit under me. But it really was an ecstatic, humbling experience, and to be acknowledged by your peers in your community. It's such a wonderful feeling. I think people have said it, and I know it's cliche, there's no money in the world that can replace the respect and admiration your colleagues and counterparts have for you in the community. Accessible Daily Living was born a little under a decade ago, and the means was to provide services, consultation, and management of any and all construction related to public or residential accessibility modifications. It's been an amazing career. It hasn't always been in construction or in consultation. For those who may find this very surprising, my background's in healthcare. I started my career working at St. Michael's Hospital in 2000, actually, in physiotherapy and occupational therapy. I was fortunate enough to work in one of the top trauma centers in the country and probably the world, where there was a gap between the understanding of the healthcare practitioner and the contractor and merging the both. The contracting world is not just there for the hammer and the nail and the piece of wood. We have to be a part of the resolution, and that resolution actually has to be us being a part of the conversation at the table. If there's more listening, then we can all get things done appropriately, better, and service more people. And I think there has to be more of a voice in the community at large in order to support the persons with visible and non-visible disabilities and their families.
I'm Marnie Schwartz. And I'm Rena Schwartz. Together with our Vive staff, who have worked with us over the past 20 years, we are so honored to accept the Vaughan Accessibility Champion Award. Thank you to everyone from the City of Vaughan. We want to thank the members of the community who nominated Vive and sent in submissions on our behalf. Special thanks to the submission committee who selected Vibe for this incredible award. We are overwhelmed by the significance of this award, and we are so proud of everyone who's been part of Vibe. Endless thanks to our inspirational mother, who's taught us to reach for our dreams, to believe in ourselves, and to be lifelong learners. Our mother's name is Susan Schwartz, and we are so proud to impart the values that she has taught us onto everyone that walks through the front doors of Vibe. We feel so grateful for all the people and all the parents who believed in our philosophy over the past 20 years. Truthfully, our philosophy is what separates us from every other studio and every other children's program, because we have this core foundation of what we believe in that we want to make sure gets ignited into every class that takes place at Vibe. So we're really proud of all of our efforts and all of our staff's contributions to making Vibe what it is today. When we dreamed of creating a dance studio for everyone back in 2002, we never imagined the impact that it would make. We are currently in the process of writing a book about our Vibe journey. The working title is Can't Stop Our Vibe: How to Find the Silver Lining in Life and in Business. Our goal is to inspire everyone to dream big, to be the best that they can be, to be accepting and inclusive, to spread joy and happiness, to treat people the way you want to be treated, and ultimately to feel the vibe. Thank you again, and congratulations to all the other award winners.
That concludes our event this afternoon. I'd like to thank everyone again for joining us, recognizing these important achievements. If you'd like to learn more about the city's accessibility commitments, please visit vaughan.ca/accessibility. We wish everyone continued safety, health, and happiness. Thank you.